Alright, hello everybody, this is D-Man coming back for another round of Telltale's The Walking Dead. So, we are going to be getting on to episode 2, Suffer the Children. So, end of the previous episode, Clem and AJ, surviving out in the wild, were able to stumble upon a group of kids surviving at a local, I guess you could say, boarding house for children who have behavioral issues. Um, as a result, Clem and AJ finally found perhaps a little home to stay in, maybe even for a shorter while. And unfortunately, we realized that there is a dark secret that two members of the group were hiding from everybody else. Marlon killed, what was her name? Bonnie? Are you sure her name was Bonnie? No. Something. Started with a B. Can't remember her name. I haven't touched this game in like a week. So unfortunately I don't remember nothing. So, because again, I haven't played this one enough to remember names. I can go through all of season 1, all of season 2. The moment I touch season 3 and 4, my names for everybody are just whoosh, they're gone. So I don't remember much. But unfortunately, the one girl did get killed. And for some weird reason, AJ decided to shoot an unarmed Marlon, and now we are going to be dealing with the consequences. So let's go ahead and start this up. As I said before, I was planning on starting this a lot earlier today, but I
Previously
had
on
some
The Walking
things
Dead,
kick in, so I haven't had time. So
AJ and I had been searching
ooh,
for a long time for some place we could call home. Just when we thought we'd found a huge stash of food, it turned out to be a trap
kabuya.
that could have been the end.
Well, theoretically, it
When
was
I
the
woke
end
up,
because of that shitty
we
bug I
found I'd
found.
been saved by a guy named Marlon, the leader of a community living inside an old boarding school. It felt like a chance at having a home, a real one. We had to go back to the train station to see if any food survived the explosion. But someone else had the same idea. I didn't want to risk it, so I let him take some of the food and leave. I found Marlon and Brody in the basement that night, arguing about the man we'd seen, and I learned why Brody was so afraid. The man was part of a group of raiders they'd run into a year ago. Marlon traded Tennessee's older sisters to the raiders to keep himself safe. He attacked Brody and locked me in the basement with her.
Oh, it's Brody.
When she turned, I had to stop her. Marlon stole AJ's gun and tried to convince them I had murdered Brody. Lewis backed me up. With everyone against him, the fight went out of Marlon. I told him he could stay, but he couldn't be our leader. But then, Marlon was dead, and AJ pulled the trigger. He remembered what I'd taught him. To always aim for the head.
God damn it, AJ, you were making us deal with some consequences, my boy. Kenny be proud that you got the shot off correctly, but he'd want to kick your ass for what you did. Actually, the only thing I don't remember is I don't remember if this starts immediately after Marlon's shot, or we wake up the following morning and we deal with the consequences. I can't remember. I mean, AJ's decision isn't completely wrong, you could say, with killing Marlon. I mean, he is a threat in that aspect. But I feel like he was coming to terms with, hey, I screwed up bad. I'll accept the consequences of whatever you guys decide. I mean, he kind of has a Lee to Lily decision, Kenny to Jane decision, stuff like that. And now we're back. Where the hell is AJ? It's our boy.
I made you some coffee. It was in the kitchen. Tin said that I can have some. I didn't steal it.
coffee?
I'm surprised you remember how to make it. We haven't had coffee in a long time.
You put it in hot water.
You're right. Thanks.
Oh,
Last night, with Marlon, I heard Lewis and what he called me.
yeah, you're probably deserving
Am
of
I a
it.
murderer?
No! Oh my god!
Shit! We could get medicine from the nurse's office.
It's in his forehead.
The kid blew his brains out! You shot him. He's dead. You're a murderer. You promised Marlon. You said you'd help him fix things. What the fuck did you teach this kid?
Aim for the head.
Lewis called me a murderer. But we're supposed to kill bad stuff. Monsters. Did I do it bad? I thought Marlon was bad. He killed Brody.
Lewis was right. Sometimes people do bad things, like Marlon did. But when you shot him, he wasn't a threat to us anymore. If you kill someone when they're no longer threatening you, that's murder.
Gotta teach
What are we
AJ.
gonna do?
Gotta teach AJ where a line's gotta not be crossed. Undo his thing.
Back off, all of you!
It was under control. I talked Marlon down. Then he murdered my fucking friend.
Take AJ, go inside.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, just let them go back to the dorms? What happens the next time one of us does something this kid doesn't like? Should we expect a bullet too?
That's not what happened.
It's exactly what happened. It was over. The little Mr. Trigger Happy decided otherwise.
No, he wouldn't do that. He'd never hurt any of you. It was... Marlon threatened us.
AJ pointed the gun first.
We get it, Lewis. Just back off, okay?
Back off? Seriously?
Let's go.
Clem? If I'm a murderer, am I gonna die too?
What? No.
Well, I think murderers are like monsters, and I know what happens to monsters. Nothing good. Nothing good at all.
We can forgive them. Murderers, even some monsters, they get a second chance.
Some monsters, not all.
When bad people, like murderers, try to make it right, that's when other people forgive them.
That sounds hard.
It is. We're going to fix this, you and me. I'm going to help you atone.
Atone?
It means make up for what you did wrong. We'll make it all right with the others.
For God's sake, someone help me with this!
Saved you from that car wreck, and you fucking murdered him?
Get back, Mitch!
Get back.
Or what? You gonna let him kill me too? Then who's next? A Sim? Willie?
Haven't enough people died tonight? Brody, Marlon, we can't keep killing each other.
Fuck are you saying that to me after what he did?
I mean, in theory, Marlon killed Brody.
Screw both of you.
He can't really get that mad. I mean, in theory, Marlon killed Brody. I mean, yeah, AJ killed him, but I mean, even then, I see consequences for
What
everything.
is it?
You've killed a lot of people. You murdered your friend Lee, didn't you?
What?
You said he was handcuffed. He wasn't a threat.
AJ,
So,
don't
that
compare
means
it.
you murdered him.
AJ.
I killed him because I loved him. I didn't want him to suffer.
How? He'd be dead.
He would have turned. I didn't want that for him. He deserved better.
I love you, Clem.
I love you back.
Hey,
Dan, what up, brother?
Violet said to come get you for the funeral.
Really?
We used to have them more. Then we stopped. It seems right, though. I brought you something.
Please don't
For
give.
me?
Please don't
I
have
figured
Brody
you'd
as
be afraid,
as an
with
open
everyone
casket.
all upset. But you were brave last night. Like a firefighter.
No. Firefighters are good. I'm a murderer.
No, you're not. You gotta have a trial first. They decide that stuff in a courtroom. That's how it works. Worked before. Back then, there were all kinds of rules about who was innocent, who was guilty.
We have to decide things for ourselves now. We can't rely on other people to make the rules for us.
Who decided you're a murderer?
Clem. But she's right. So's everyone else.
I think you're okay. You sure you don't want your firefighter?
You should keep him, 'cause you're good like him. But maybe we could play with him later? Together?
Sure. After the funeral. They buried them already. Vile started soon. See you out there.
This is gonna be hard. Everyone's going to be upset. We need to show them we care, okay?
Okay.
Alright. That finishes off the coffee. But as I was going to be saying, when it comes to AJ, he has to learn there's consequences for every action you take. Was him killing Marlon the
good
worst
together.
thing?
Do you think his is better?
No.
No, I like them both.
But he has to learn there's consequences for his actions. And he screwed up pretty badly in this. Yes, Marlon was a danger. He was threatening us. He theoretically is a murderer in and of himself. Just because he killed Brody. And then we avenged Brody by basically getting the facts straightened out. The problem is that AJ took a decision that he shouldn't be taking.
Time to go?
Soon.
And I don't think I made mention of it in episode 1 when it ended. Like, I kind of agree with AJ's actions. Like, don't take the chance of him, like, betraying us. But at the same time, it's like, there's a process that people have to come up with, and AJ can't take that into his own hands. So I would say in the future, I think that's the only issue Clem really has with him. It's AJ doesn't listen. Well, he doesn't listen, but he's naive to how things work. He sees things, he wants to get, like when we sit there and see him with toys, he says, "This is mine now, I found it." Same thing goes with when he makes the decision on killing Mar. He's like, "He's bad, I kill." It's like, that's not how every decision's made.
Ready?
Like, if it's overwhelmingly agreed this guy's horrible, yeah, probably shooting him, nobody would give a damn. But in this case, Marlon was a friend to this group. He was a leader for the longest time. Even though he betrayed everybody, and I'm pretty sure somebody would have wanted to kill him, AJ shouldn't do it in his own hands. How the hell is there still blood there? It was raining last night. I'm confused. How is there blood still there when it rained all last night, which would have resulted in all that blood going bye-byes? Hey, look, there's the fucking Wundo Cellar. The Wonder Cellar. Yeah, you messed up bad. I still question how this is still here, though. This was fresh blood raining.
I did that.
Yeah. You learn your consequences and you regret your actions.
Come on.
You do better in the future, kid. That's how it works. If there is a future. What else is there to do here? Nothing really. I know there's like other little things you can run around and find, but I don't think there's any here for me. So let's go attend the funeral, go see what everybody's doing. I mean, he did kill Brody. Oh, quit getting pissy.
God. They're here.
So what? They knew Brody, didn't they?
Yeah, but Marlon...
Just leave them alone.
Shit.
Clem? What? Why do people have funerals?
Brody and Marlon,
Tin said they used to have them more.
they died.
Well, to remember people we loved.
They loved Marlon.
Yeah, they did.
I made them all sad.
She was real sweet.
Like if someone took you away.
These big dreams.
Does everyone get a funeral?
True, but we
People
didn't
do.
care.
Some animals, too.
We didn't care because when she was
Even monsters?
whatever she said seemed plausible.
Even monsters.
What's a monster for you is not a
Ted.
monster for all.
You ready?
Then go sing.
Brody, you always said you wanted to go to the beach. So, I drew it for you.
Marlon was... I can't. Not for Marlon. After what he did to the twins and Brody,
You didn't even like Brody. You were always mean to her.
I can't. Someone else do it.
Bitch.
Dude, don't.
Seriously, Lewis? He was your best friend. He wasn't perfect, but he deserved better than to get gunned down by that kid. AJ killed him like it was nothing. We all saw it, and no one stopped him.
You're right, Mitch. Marlon didn't deserve what AJ did to him.
I know what I did. I'm sorry. I know I'm a murderer. But I'm gonna,
Atone.
yeah, atone it.
Fuck, I can't listen to this.
What I did was bad, and I'm gonna make it up to you. I promise.
You don't have to make up shit. Marlon was a fucking murderer and a liar, and if we'd all asked more questions about Minnie and Sophie disappearing last year, none of this would have happened.
She's got a point.
Shut up! It wasn't Marlon's fault.
Then whose fault was it?
Violet's right. You all share responsibility for what happened to Sophie and Minnie. And to Brody.
And what about Marlon? Who's responsible for that?
Me.
See what I mean? How can any of us trust these fucking people?
What are you saying?
I'm saying they gotta fucking go. Take a vote. Majority decides. They stay or they leave. Today.
That does seem fair.
Are you serious? It's bullshit.
You're bullshit.
I don't want to leave. But if you all decide we should, we'll go.
Clem.
You heard her, kid. A vote's the only way to settle this, or we'll be arguing forever.
Fine. I guess we're fucking voting.
Lewis needs to vote. Could you go get him? And try to talk to him.
Come on, Rosie. Come here, girl.
Aw, poor Rosie.
Could you guys go wait in the dorm? I'll come get you.
Please don't kick us out.
Come on, let's go.
Mitch would get an ass kicking if it was me. Me start talking crap. Like, I get where they're coming from with AJ killing Marlon, but and even I agree that what AJ did was a mistake. It should have been a better decision. Alright, so I'm going to continue this on again, because I'm going to keep jump cutting this bitch, because I'm not getting in trouble because of YouTube stuff anymore. I only ever had one contact claim, and it was BS. I don't want to ever deal with that stuff again. You're playing my music in this video game, and I have all the rights to it. No, you don't. It's in a video game. I wish I could just play video games. If you put your music in a video game and somebody's playing it, it shouldn't belong to you. Like you basically give up the right when you let a video game start using your stuff. That way YouTubers don't get in trouble. I could see if I'm like just playing the music and like I could see it 100%, but I'm playing the whole game.
AJ, stop. You'll break your toe or something.
Oh, but as I was saying, again, I get AJ shouldn't take
Come
the
here,
responsibility
sit down.
himself, but Marlon was still an ass,
It didn't work.
and he betrayed the group more than them.
They didn't even care. I know that I was bad, but they don't let me fix it.
AJ, breathe. Remember what we do when we're mad?
Keep kicking.
You don't want to be loud, do you?
Quit kicking the wall,
What do
kid.
we do when we're mad?
We stop and think and,
Quit kicking the damn wall.
I'm still really, really mad. I know that I'm not supposed to get mad or sad.
You need to handle your feelings. Get them under control.
I know, or I'll make mistakes.
Exactly. We stop, we think, and we breathe.
Breathe.
Feel better? You're still mad, huh?
And, I think I'm sad too. I did what you told me to.
I know. You're a good listener.
I wanted to make them all feel better. It didn't work. Why'd you tell me to do that if it didn't work?
We don't know that it didn't work. They might have voted for us to stay.
I don't know. They seemed pretty mad.
Violet was on our side. Maybe she'll persuade the others.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to go.
I know you don't.
I like knowing where we are all the time. The bed, the food. I like the other kids. Not all of them, but Tin and Louis and Violet.
Welcome, welcome.
We took the vote. You have to leave. Don't we get to vote? I vote that we stay.
That's not how it works.
Maybe it should be.
You don't have to like it.
Good, because I don't.
Fine. I get it. We'll learn to live with your decision somehow.
Seriously? That's it? You know this is fucking wrong, and you're not gonna fight it at all?
What's the point? You've already decided.
Yes, we have.
So fucking stupid.
You said you'd go along with it, if we voted fairly.
It's bullshit. And you'd know it if you weren't so used to burying your head in the sand.
Oh, I'm burying my head in the sand? Hate Marlon all you want, but you can't tell me AJ isn't dangerous too.
We'll wait for you to pack up, then Louis and I'll escort you out past the safe zone. I'll make sure you get to the road safely. It's not a lot, but at least you won't die on the way.
Thanks for making sure that we...
No, don't thank them. It's their fault we gotta leave. They're gonna get rid of us.
Get him under control.
AJ, breathe.
Where's Tin? I gotta say goodbye. He was really upset about the vote, and he's not talking to anybody. It's best to leave him alone when he's like this, but for the record, he wanted you to stay.
I mean, it
Wait.
was his sister's.
Does AJ still have that gun?
Oh, screw you, Lewis.
Hand it over.
Is this necessary?
Hell yes, it's necessary.
No.
It's yours, AJ. You should keep it.
But I murdered Marlon with it.
Yeah, but you'll need protection outside.
Fine. Let the kid keep the murder weapon.
Oh, you'll be fine, Lewis. Go whining. Like a little bitch. I got a murder weapon. He killed my best friend who betrayed 3 of us. BS. I call BS. Oh, look at that. Trip through the creepy woods with your ram. On a million years. What the hell do you have a bow and arrow for?
Will we get another car?
Probably not. We got lucky before.
Yeah, that's a nice
So we're
car.
walking. My shoes are gonna break.
Well, we'll have to hope they hold out.
My feet are gonna bleed again.
We'll tear up a shirt and tie them up if we have to.
It's not so bad.
Lewis.
I mean, you've done this before. Probably pretty good at it by now. Almost like going home for you guys.
You've lived inside walls your whole life. You have no fucking idea what it's like out there.
Facts.
We're here. The road's that way. Anything you want to say before we go?
I've said plenty.
Thanks for trying to keep us. You're welcome. I wish you could stay. I didn't want this.
Come on, let's just go.
Give us a minute, would you?
Yeah, so do I. I wish we hadn't fucked it up.
You didn't. Marlon did. Even dead, he's still ruining shit.
Jesus, Violet. Give him some fucking peace.
Just stay safe. Both of you.
Still got that gun? Just try to be more careful with it, okay?
I will.
Let's get going. The sun will set soon.
How do you know?
I don't know. I can just feel it.
How?
There's
Jesus.
this cold that settles on my skin. It happens right before a storm, too.
I don't feel that.
You haven't been on the road as long as me.
Clem? Will we be okay? I thought we were done running from all the bad people. And the monsters.
We'll find someplace new. Someplace better.
I'll try not to mess it up.